Alright, so we're in the Crosswell Station for one of the requests. Here we are, Crosswell Station. The Republican inspection officer sent us the request, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find them. Sorry. Allergies. Let's see. Where to find this gentleman? Right there. He blended in with the bushes. Would you kids happen to be the special support section? We are. We received your support request and came to inquire for more details. You're the station's Republican inspection officer, correct? That I am. My name is Marlowe, and I was transferred here from the Republican Army. I'd like to get started right away. Will you be accepting my request? We'd be glad to lend a hand. Thank you. Allow me to explain what you'll be doing. It's rather simple. There's one task you need to complete. You'll be assisting me with the inspection on a train bound for Calvard. You mean like checking the passengers' entry papers? The Imperial Inspection Officer had us lend a hand with that once, so I think we can manage that. We just have to check to see if there are any suspicious persons or items on board, right? Precisely. Having experience will make this all go by more smoothly. Keep in mind that security is currently much stricter across the city due to the trade conference. Not only is our usual inspection process more rigorous, we're also obligated to cooperate with the police department. We simply don't have enough inspectors to handle the increased workload right now, hence my request. The train bound for Calvard is now arriving at Platform 1. Please watch your step as you make your way to the platform. That's our train. One sec. I'll give you all the details once we're on the platform. Quest: assisting the Republican inspector started. Take a look at that. Ooh, fancy. It's the Imperial train. The Eisengraph, a train exclusively used by the Imperial government. Its magnificence is a symbol of the Empire itself. There's certainly something imperial about it. That'd be because the Blood and Iron Chancellor came on that thing. Sorry. That cocky bastard sure loves to stand out. It's damn impressive, I'll give it that. Sorry, I'm being juvenile. Don't mind me. I'd hazard a guess that no mirror was spared building it either. Yes, and its impressiveness extends past its appearance. I heard it is currently the fastest orbital train in existence, though I cannot be entirely certain, since the exact specs are not publicly disclosed. That's impressive. I wouldn't expect any less from a nation as vast a railway infrastructure as Erebonia's. In that respect, no other nation on the continent rivals them. That much is clear. The Empire is often in a league of its own. Ahem. I would like to explain the request. Are you ready? Sorry, we didn't mean to get distracted. Please continue. Very well. Like I mentioned before, I'd like your assistance with inspecting a train. You're to examine all the passengers' entry applications and luggage. Afterwards, you'll participate in the train safety inspection. What kind of safety inspection? We'll get to it when the time comes. I'll give you a set of instructions to follow for various checks. I see there are 6 of you in total. I'll have you split into 3 pairs. I want 2 pairs to inspect the cabins and 1 to personally assist me. We're inspecting in pairs? We did it alone last time. During the inspection we did earlier this year, we all worked individually. Oh, that's right, you've done this before. For a typical inspection, 1 person would suffice. However, we need to be more thorough right now. The conference calls for stricter inspections, hence why you'll be working in pairs. Understood. I'll trust you to decide how you will split into pairs. You can even resort to rock, paper, scissors if you feel the need. Rock, paper, scissors? Yes, there isn't that great a need to put much thought behind the teams. Rather, I think the best course of action is to decide the teams as quickly as possible. I think I understand. In that case, we don't have any objections to deciding that way. Sounds like fun, so why not? How will we decide on who plays? I have an idea. Everyone will play simultaneously, and if two people play the same hand, they'll form a pair. Repeat this process until you've settled on your teams. Sorry. You seem awfully familiar with this. I suppose that's true. Back when I worked in Calvard, we used this method to divvy up our work. It's a flexible concept that stuck-up Erebonian inspectors refuse to use. I'm not sure I'd call that attitude flexible either. It likely boils down to the differences in their country's cultures. Sure, could be. Anyway, want to give it a whirl? Sounds good. Alright guys, let's give it a try. We're going to be playing scissors. Just me and Noel for rock, huh? That makes us a pair. Let's show them how the CGF alums get it done, Randy. What about the rest of us? The four of us will repeat the process. Yeah, on to round 2. I'm gonna play rock this time around. Tio and I both played rock. Maybe rock their world, Lloyd. No, Tio, no. That means me and Wazy will be the final team. It would be my pleasure. Looks like you're all ready to go. How do we divide the work? I wouldn't mind our team helping Inspector Marlowe. I'm a CGF guardsman and have plenty of experience checking the freight trains that pass through Tangram Gate. Why didn't you say so sooner? I could use the help. Alright, let's get to our posts. I want the other 2 teams to split up the cabins. We've made an announcement already, so let's let everyone know you're assistant inspectors, and you should be fine. Roger, sir. Fine is stretching it, to be honest. Alright, we're in charge of the last 2 cabins. It looks like we have a lot of passengers to inspect. Yes, let us begin checking each of them from front to back. Hello. Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Oh ma, I hope you're okay. It does not appear that he heard you. Ahem, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I was spacing out, wasn't I? You're the inspection officers, right? Please, go right ahead. This will only take a moment. Okay, your luggage and papers are all checked. Thank you for your cooperation. No problem. Hope your ma is okay. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Our apologies, but we're going to have to check your entry papers and luggage. I see, go right ahead. Good luck with your inspections. Thanks, we'll be done in a jiffy. That's one inspection all wrapped up. Your luggage and entry papers are good to go. Thank you for your time. Not at all. It's only right that I let you guys do your jobs. Thank you. Bye-bye. You are very welcome. Such a cute little girl. Pardon us. We're assistant inspectors. Sorry for the trouble, but we'll need to inspect your luggage and entry papers. I've been waiting for you. Go right ahead. Do your worst. Okay. Why the haughtiness? Okay, I've checked your entry papers and all of your luggage. Thanks for your cooperating. So did you notice, this folder full of contracts? I'm in the middle of some big negotiations. I can't wait to get these signed, sealed, and delivered. These bad boys are going to make me a killing. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, how about that? I hope it goes well. So that's why he was acting strangely. Next up. Hi there, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we need to check your luggage and entry papers. No inconvenience at all, go ahead. Alright, I'm all done. Your papers and luggage I'll check out. However, is something wrong? Yes, I did not come across a boarding ticket while inspecting your luggage. Do you know where it is? You don't see a ticket? No, that can't be. I'm sure I placed it in my bag. I can't find it. Where could it have gone? And it's not in my pocket either. I'm so sorry, but could you wait just a moment? I'm sure I have the ticket somewhere in here. Alright, we'll give you a minute and come back to you. Let's continue inspecting the others. We'll keep an eye on him and circle back. Alright, next train. Sorry to bother you. We're assistant inspectors. We're here to check your entry papers and luggage, if that's alright with you. As if I have any other choice in the matter. Go ahead, just make it quick. Right, this won't take long. We're done checking your luggage, and your entry papers check out too. Thank you for your cooperation. Whatever. As I said, it's not like I had a choice in the matter. Is that all then? Do me a favor and make yourself scarce. Of course, if you'll excuse us. That was much more difficult than it needed to be. Papers? It's just as I've heard. The Eisengraph is a marvel among all trains. I can hardly contain myself. Is she drooling? Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Can't you see I'm busy train watching? The papers are in the bag, so knock yourselves out. Okay then. Alright, we finished checking your papers and luggage. Thanks for cooperating with us. Wonder how much longer until we depart. I'm not ready to say goodbye to you. She hasn't taken her eyes off of that train even once. Hello. Good day. We're assistant inspectors. Hey, look who it is. That outfit. Are they with Heiwei? Is there a problem? Can we help you? Wait, Zen? You're from the SSS. What are you two doing here? We're assisting with the train inspections as part of a support request. That's why we approached you to check your luggage and papers. So that's it. The SSS even takes on these sorts of tasks, do they? Very well, if that's the case, then hurry up with your inspection. And done. Your papers and luggage are good to go. Thank you for your cooperation. So this girl is also in the special support section. Is there something on my face? No, forget it. Goodbye, you two. Yeah, take care, Zen. Hello? Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. I'm sorry for the trouble, but we need to check your luggage and entry papers. Huh? What's the big deal? Why do you have to go through our stuff? Hey, knock it off. There's no need to be rude to the guy. Sorry about her. She can be a bit of a handful. Please forgive her for being such an idiot. Idiot? Where do you get off? Some older brother you are. I can start, right? I say yes. Alright. We're all done inspecting your entry papers and luggage. Thank you for being patient. No, it's totally fine. If anything, I should be apologizing for what my sister put you through. What the hell? If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me for how much of a Let's get the heck out of here. I think that's everyone. All that remains is to check back with the elderly gentleman who could not find his ticket. He is in the 4th car. Right, let's head back there and immediately and check. Give me back my ticket! Lloyd. Yeah, let's go. I know it was one of you two. So who did it? Fess up already. Excuse me, what's going on here? Oh, it's the inspector from before. You got here just in time, Inspector. This old fart is accusing me of What did you just say, old fart? Everyone calm down. Would each of you mind giving us a statement? I have a full picture now. The ticket this gentleman purchased was for the 4th car and bound for Ord State. These two gentlemen claim to have bought the same kind of ticket. Finally, you're accusing one of them of having stolen your ticket, hence why it is missing. Is that right? Yes, exactly. There is no doubt in my mind I had that ticket on me when I walked into the onto the train platform. I couldn't have lost it between there and here. That doesn't make sense. The only reasonable explanation is that one of them stole it. I understand why you'd think that, but we can't jump to that conclusion yet. Let him believe what he wants, I say. He's just a senile old man. How dare you, you little... That's enough. You two need to settle down. We're not going to get anywhere if you keep hurling insults at one another. I have a simple question to ask the two of you who each have a ticket. What's the reason behind traveling to your destination? Business? Pleasure? We need to know that first. My reason? What does that have to do with anything? Are you going to prove my innocence with just that? Possibly, yes. If one of you is holding a stolen ticket, then your motivation for traveling would have to be fabricated. Meaning the culprit could slip up and make themselves known. Yes, that is a possibility. That's perfect. Well then, answer the lad's questions. In just a second. Very well. I'm a trader, and I'm on my way to hold very important negotiations in Ord State. I have the contracts right here. My client is an Oredian business known as the Luxing Company. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. What reason would I have to steal a ticket from some senile old man? All right. What about you, sir? My hometown is in Ord State. Is that enough of a reason to travel there? No one is saying it isn't. It didn't help much. We won't be able to come to a conclusion at this rate. Wait, that guy, the young man, wasn't he sitting at the front? In which case, Huh. How amusing. One of them is a bold-faced liar. Zen? What are you doing here? Passengers aren't supposed to move to different cars while inspections are happening. Haven't you already finished inspections? I think you can let this one slide. That's not... fine. I came because the scene you're all causing looked like a lot of fun. Allow me to join in too. The fun? What do you mean when you said one of them is a liar? You'll see. Let's start with the trader. You said you're in negotiations with a company named Luxing, right? If that's the case, what's the nature of those contracts? This is nonsense. Why must I go along with the questions of some child? If you must know, they're over the wholesale of exotic vegetables and spices grown in Ord. As you may know, Ord is quite famous for its agriculture. The Luxing Company is an affiliate of Hayway Trading Limited, based in the Eastern Quarter. They are quite legitimate, so there's no basis to be suspicious, is there? So you say. I am indeed aware of the Luxing Company. However, that company is a mere startup with no real foothold in Ord's economy. It is in no position to be holding international negotiations. That much is for certain. What? How the hell would you know? A good question. Here's my answer. Understood. I have had enough of your insolence toward the young master. You stand in the presence of the grandson of a Hayway elder, Master Zin. An elder's grandson? You must be joking. That suit you're wearing. I know I've seen it before. No, this can't be happening.
Now do you get it? So, what's your aim here? What are you after?
Well,
Whatever. I'm sure you'll have fun telling the inspection officer all about it while you're in interrogation.
Note to self, do not underestimate him. Yeah, Zin's a precocious one, that's for sure.
Now it's your turn.
Zin? Me? What do you want with me? Isn't he your culprit?
Oh, when did I ever say that? We're not finished here at all. You said that you're from Ored, is that right?
Yeah, I'm going back to my hometown.
If you're from Ored, then you shouldn't have any trouble answering me this. In addition to its agriculture, Ored is famous for its remote destinations. Not to mention its many hot springs. So, which of these hot springs are in Ored? A. The Elmo Hot Springs, B. The Parm Hot Springs, or C. The Ored Hot Springs? Go on, answer.
Huh? It's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows about the famous Ored Hot Springs.
I see. Ha!
What's so funny?
Do you think I'm an idiot that you could get one over on a child? The Ored Hot Springs? There's no such thing. Why would there be hot springs with such a cliche name, you fool? If you were really from Ored, you would have simply answered that none of them are in Ored State. How about I ask you another question? Though honestly, I only expect you to dig your grave even further. Where are you from, really?
Well, not that it's any of your business, but I'm actually Calvardian. But I live in Ored now. Please, you have to believe me.
Oh, really? What do you think, Special Support Section? We've established that each of them are liars. But which one is the ticket thief?
Right, let's think about this. It's the young man. He not once mentioned at all anything about Ma. I would suspect the young man. Granted, the trader exaggerated the contracts he showed us, which I do find suspicious. We may not know his motives, but he clearly went to great lengths to fool us. Committing a misdemeanor after all of that preparation wouldn't make much sense. We should also take into account that if the thief's destination isn't Ored, they would use the ticket to depart at a stopover location. Which is what leads me to you. You're our culprit, aren't you?
Well done. There's no use feigning ignorance anymore. You can't keep covering up your lies. Have some honor as a man and confess your crimes.
Please don't turn me in. What?
And why wouldn't we?
It's my ma. She's in a hospital in Calvard. That's why. I have to go see her. There's no other way. Oh.
Well, this is a surprise. Go on, explain yourself.
Okay. The truth is, I'm studying to gain acceptance into St. Ursula Medical College, and my family is very poor. Ma sacrificed so much just so I could come to Crossfell. I've been paying my way ever since with part-time jobs. Out of the blue, I got a call saying that Ma had suddenly collapsed and was taken to the hospital, and...
You wanted to visit her, but you didn't have the mirror for a ticket, so you stole one, isn't that right?
Yes, it's true. I did it. I'm so sorry, Ma. I just wanted to... Your circumstances being what they are, I understand. But we can't overlook theft.
Then how about this? I'll pay for your ticket.
Huh?
A surprising development. What do you say, old man? If he gives you the ticket back, can you forgive him and overlook this?
Well, if he gives the ticket back, I'll have no reason to escalate things or press charges.
And you?
Yeah?
Visiting your mother with a stolen ticket? Do you think she'd be happy to know you did such a thing?
No.
Don't misunderstand my kindness. I may be paying, but this is no gift. It's merely a loan. I won't put a hard limit on when you have to pay your debt, but you will do it.
I understand. Thank you so much. I'll pay you back, I promise.
And you had better keep that promise. That settles things. I trust you two will inform the inspection officer. I'll give him an explanation if he wants it.
Sure thing. And everyone gets to go happy. Hooray. I overheard everything. Good work solving the theft. Oh no, it wasn't that big a deal. What do you plan to do with the thief? Is he being punished or let go? As far as we're concerned, no crime has actually taken place.
Really? Is that simple?
The victim declared that no theft took place and had no intention of pressing charges. The young man you spoke to claimed that he merely forgot to buy a ticket and it was an honest mistake. If no one is willing to admit to any crime taking place, then there is nothing to investigate. This is all because of that kid. You're right. That was probably the story Zin told him to stick to. I'd say that's a safe assumption.
What about the traitor, though?
He, on the other hand, is under arrest. His true identity is a broker who sells counterfeit tickets.
Whoa, really? What was he doing on a train of all places then?
Testing out his own product, it would seem. He's bold, I'll give him that.
How unexpected.
Bottom line is that you kids did fine work today. You've been an immense help, thank you. Likewise, we're glad to hear we were of some use.
We'd be happy to help again should you need it.
I'll take that into consideration. Be seeing you. And we are done with that quest.
All things considered, it looks like Zin played a major role in this. Right, he may be young, but he left me surprised in many ways.
True, but it was a reminder of how cunning he is for his age. Yeah, and how much of a pain in the ass he'll be when he's older.
No kidding.
His bark is worse than his bite in the end. He's still a wholesome little boy. There's some truth to that, yeah. Anyway, I'd say that's this one's a wrap, team. Let's take a little break and then hit what's next on the agenda. And we're done with that request. Now on to the next one. Alright, we're at the IBC. Let's get this one started.
Thank you for coming, SSS. You must be here for Miss Croix's request, correct?
Exactly. That's what we were just about to ask you about.
Is it true that Belle's antique dolls have been stolen? Those would be ones from Rosenberg's studio, would they not? Yes, you're both correct. Miss Croix has been horribly distraught ever since. I know this is on short notice, but could you please see to her request now?
Of course, we'd be glad to help. Mariabell has done so much for us that we could not refuse in good conscience.
Oh, thank goodness. Here, first you'll need this card.
What's this?
It's an IBC authentication card. We had one like this before. We'll be able to access other floors in the building from the elevator with it. In other words, it's part of the building's security system. This isn't the largest bank on the continent for nothing. That card will give you access to the same floors your previous one from the spring did. You'll find Miss Croix in the CEO's office on the 16th floor, so please head there.
We will. Thanks, Lanfei. Alright, exchange. Nah, we're good. Alright, let's go see Mariabell. Knock, knock. Pizza's here.
It's me, Belle. Please, come in. Excuse us. It's good to see you again, Belle. Hello, Ellie. Special Support Section. I heard you got back in town last night, Tio. How have you been? I am doing fine. Glad to hear it. As you know, the trade conference begins later today, So I know how busy you all are. I wish you luck this afternoon. Thanks. We'll do what we can.
Are you not going to be heading to Orcus Tower yourself?
That's right. I can't very well leave this pile of work my father left alone. He's on his own when it comes to handling all of his conference duties. So on that note, I think I owe you all an apology. Given you were all called in as security for the conference, perhaps I should not have requested you on short notice.
Don't worry about it, Mariabell. You've helped the SSS out a lot, so this is the least we could do to pay you back. So, some of these antique dollies you have got hijacked, right? Mind giving us a skinny?
But of course. As you should know, I've been an avid collector of Rosenberg dolls for years. I've been keeping a total of 5 of them in my personal room here at the IBC. However, someone took the opportunity to steal them last night while I was away on business. 5 Rosenberg dolls. That would mean they must be worth a fortune. The larger ones fetch at least a few million mira at auction. Yes, but this is not a matter of monetary loss. I'm a mother who's had their precious children kidnapped from her. And I want the despicable thief to be torn limb from limb in the middle of the harbor district.
Easy now, Mariabell.
By personal room, you mean the one that's next door, right? That would mean the thief slipped past the IBC's world-class security. How is that even possible? Ahem. I thought that was strange too, and I don't have the perfect answer for your question. However, I'm also not surprised. Once I found what was left at the crime scene, I understood perfectly how it happened. What was left behind? What do you mean? I think it would be faster to simply show you. Take a look at this.
Wait, is this
a calling card from Phantom Thief B? Indeed it is. The elusive thief that's stolen countless works of art from across the continent. Rumor has it that he uses mysterious magic to steal his marks, and he always leaves his calling card at the scene. Infiltrating the IBC is something only he could pull off. You all dealt with one of his thefts earlier this year, didn't you? You did? He stole the statue from the former City Hall building. In the end, we could not capture him.
So he's back in Crossbell. You four were getting into all kinds of crazy hijinks before we joined, weren't you? So, what does the card say?
Allow me.
Dear ladies and gentlemen of the Special Sports Section, the 5 young girls whom the young madam adores are in my compassionate custody. Should you desire their freedom, you must cast open each of their cages with the keys of truth. The first cage lies within the city. Search the throne of the constabulary's famed sentry.
So, now do you understand why I had no choice but to call all of you here?
Yeah, this is a challenge from Phantom Thief B directly to the SSS. There's no other choice. He stole 5 priceless dolls for something this petty? This guy really is a nut job. Whatever his reason is, didn't have to involve Mariabell. We ain't overlooking this one.
I wholeheartedly agree. Those Rosenberg dolls mean the whole world to you, Val. Thank you, Ellie. I'll be counting on all of you.
Before we begin the investigation, I want us to go over what the calling card says again. First, the 5 young girls part. We can chalk that up to the dolls themselves.
Then the 5 cages would be the 5 spots where he hid the dolls. In other words, we'll likely have to find 5 locations that could be scattered anywhere. I can already see how difficult this is going to be.
Luckily, we can limit the first one to the city at least. Apparently, it's at the throne of the constabulary's famed sentry. Anyone have any ideas? A famed sentry. I feel like I heard something along those lines recently. Anyway, let's not overthink it too much and get searching the most logical spots.
I'm expecting great things yet again, Special Sports Section. I'll be waiting for you to bring my precious lost children home.
We won't let you down, Mariabell.
I'll write the clue in the detective notebook for good measure. We can use this as our basis to begin the investigation.
Alright. First up is in the special support section. Chief Sergei's desk. Didn't we hear Chief Sergei's old nickname was Sergei the Sentinel?
Would that mean that his desk and chair are the famed Sentry's throne?
It's worth a shot. Let's look around. Dip-a-dip. There's something under his desk. Let me try taking it out. We don't have to worry about explosives here, do we? What the? Is that a trunk? Phantom Thief B has never really done anything of the sort, so why expect it now? It reminds me of the one Kia was in when you found her at the Schwarz auction. I bet he's taunting us by making this the first location. Yeah, he even threw the chief's old nickname into the mix. Anyway, let's check it out. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The second cage lies outside the city. Search the harvester's property, found off the ramshackle road.
There is no mistaking it. This is a genuine Rosenberg doll. Yes, I've seen it once before. It's a doll named Cannon that Belle loves dearly. She names her dolls? Even Mariabell has a cute side, doesn't she? I'm a little scared. I'm a little surprised he'd bother keeping something he stole in a trunk like this, though.
Phantom Thief B is supposed to have some kind of deep reverence for beauty, right? Maybe it's his way of showing respect. As for the second card, it sounds like we're going to have to explore outside the city limits this time. Sheesh, we're going to be running around the whole damn state at this rate.
Our hints are the harvester's property and off the ramshackle road. Given the connotation, it must be somewhere that's the polar opposite of a modern place just like Crossbell.
That sounds like the right track. Let's take the first dolly with us and get to looking for the second. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Our next stop is... Here we are. This should be it. This time for sure. Leave me alone. Man, the villagers have to come a long way to use their storage shed. The gate is open.
As I recall, this property is owned by Amorica Village and isn't normally open to the public. Perhaps they left it unlocked? Surely not on purpose, right?
Either way, check it out. Monsters wandered in again. Watch your step while we're looking around. Aye aye, Captain. Great, it's these things again. So it took me until the first time I came back here, when I was doing this session for the first time, that these guys are doing handstands. Like, that little leg bit, yeah, that's their head. I always thought that was their tail. I was like, I just thought these were really weird creatures. Alright, let's get analyzing. Alright. Farticus. Strange hand-standing monster. Sprays a strong, smelly gas that confuses the senses. Let's get rid of them. Before they can start farting. Fragrant aroma. I've been farted on. I'm being farted on. Oh great, Randy fainted. While Joker means we get to move up in the world. There we go. Finish it. Oh no. More farts. Kill it, Randy. Oh great. Monster in a box. Alright. Let's take a look at it. Oh great. These things. Alright. Do we already have them well, do we have them analyzed? Yes. Attack. I missed. Oh, that makes me so angry. Uh-oh. It left fireworks. Here they come. Ow. Why did they get so many turns? Ooh, that was a good crit. Sorry, Lloyd. Ow. No, Lloyd. What have you done? Alright, if you wouldn't mind, Randy. Here we go. Let's have Tio kill it. Try and get her CP up. Sorry, Lloyd. All done. And the chest, Septium Vein. Did you hear about the time Phantom Thief B broke into Arkansas? I'm told he stole the spotlight. The dick. Like, how are they gonna focus on any of the performers now? Like, seriously. Celestial Bomb. Great. Right after I finally got new stock from Mr. Hayworth, too. Sorry. Okay, moving on. I got some upgrades. Force and shield leveled up. Anyway, here's our next trunk. Second trunk was here of all places. The Harvester's property and off the Ramshackle Road. As I recall, Chief told us that the village uses this place as a storehouse for materials. So it must have been Phantom Thief B who opened the gate without permission. He stirs up trouble wherever he goes, doesn't he? Yep. Anyway, let's take a look. A car is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The third cage lies outside the city. Find where one stands with her back bathed in the goddess's shining visage. Belle calls this doll Light. I could never mistake this one. And we got another one of those crazy riddles. The goddess's shining visage. Perhaps that is our best hint. I do not know what to make of the bathed in part, however. It would have to mean it is very large, correct? Let's go have a look around. There might be somewhere that fits that perfectly. Rosenberg doll L. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I don't believe there's anything left here. Let's go. So, bathed in the goddess's light.
I know. That can only mean one place. It's a Morka village. No, it's not. I'm here for other reasons. Hello.
So this is a Morka village. It's as nice as I heard. Now then, I ought to get to work.
Oh, that man. We'll be dealing with him later. Leave you me. Anyway, in the Astrian, talk to this guy. Earlier, when I went to the city to check out a book, I also bought the latest volume in an ongoing novel I've been reading. Unfortunately, I somehow missed a chapter. Well, you're out of luck, buddy. I don't want to spoil myself, so could you please take this off my hands? You bought this one, though. Anyway, it's the actual location. It's the church! See? Bathed in the goddess's light.
Welcome. Do you need something from me? If it's a sermon you're after, I can make time for you.
Sorry, that's not why we're here today. Phantom Thief B's card mentioned the goddess's shining visage.
That would definitely be bathed in.
Maybe that was referring to the stained glass window here, which would make the 1 in the clue.
I don't understand what's happening right now. If you have business with me, please state it clearly.
Sorry, sir. Archbishop Aralda, could you do us a favor and check under the altar?
Why would I do that?
Settle down, we aren't doing anything suspicious. The SSS explained their mission, and Archbishop Aralda searched under the altar. There it is. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk.
The 4th case lies outside the city. Find the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts.
This must be, Mistel. Belle loves this one.
Belle loves all of them. That brings us up to 3 dolls. When did something like this get put here? I do leave for business on occasion, but not long enough for someone to do this. The goddess works in mysterious ways? This clue is as perplexing as the rest.
If we interpret the ramparts to be some sort of defense structure, and include the western part in that, we get the defensive structure in the west. That's one interpretation at least. There's also the road of iron that snakes under the skirt. I'm not really sure what that means. Perhaps it is, this is another figure of speech.
That's a safe assumption. Alright, let's take this trunk with us and begin our search for the next one. Phantom Thief B. I've heard of his exploits before. Sounds like quite the scoundrel. As a man of the goddess above, I could never support someone like him. Officers, please bring this evildoer to justice. We'll do our best.
Yeah, Rosenberg Doll M. Alright, so our next stop is a Bellegarde Gate. For 2 reasons, actually. First, this ongoing case, and also optional event, as it were. Excuse me, sir. There's a freight line that runs below here. I just returned from Crossbow Station after a routine freight inspection. Do you guys want to go down there? It should be fine. Just be careful of the trains coming through. Snakes under the skirt. The road of iron. Is none other than over here. Well, it's along a little convoluted path, but we'll get it done. And on the other side, and now we must cross, check both ways. Okay, we're good. Just further down here. Oh, look at that. How did this get here? The clue on the card said the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts. So the iron road is the freight line and the rampart is Bellegarde Gate.
We probably shouldn't open the trunk here. How about we move up onto the platform? Right, let's carry it carefully. A car is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The final cage lies within the city, and the soaring tower descends from the summit of 16 by 21 steps and go to the vista of otherworldly windows.
This is Belle's doll. Sharon, I'm sure of it.
We're at 4 out of 5, right?
All that remains is the final doll mentioned on the card. A soaring tower in the city? It has to be talking about a tall building, right? Would that be Orcus Tower? I believe Orcus Tower has 40 floors above ground. But if the summit is at 16, then maybe it's talking about somewhere else? And how can you descend by 21 from 16?
That's probably the key to the riddle. There is also the bit about the vista of otherworldly windows. We should consider that as well. Yet again, it's some sort of metaphor. Let's go look around the city and think about the clue. Alright, before we go to our objective, let us go to the optional event. Alright, up these stairs. Knock knock.
And that's what we've learned from our source at the CPD. I do not doubt that terrorists will attempt to infiltrate the conference by any means necessary.
Dealing with them will be troublesome. Very well, we'll strengthen security at Tangram Gate and remain vigilant.
You should also be aware that there is a possibility they will attempt to enter by airship. Make good use of the radar facility set up near your gate.
The anti-aircraft radar? Understood. Contact the officer on duty immediately. From the sound of it, the commander and deputy commander are discussing security strategy.
I believe so. Counter-terrorism measures have been given top priority now.
They say something about radar? Wasn't aware the CGF had gizmos like that now.
As I recall, there is one station near each border gate. I've never personally dealt with either, though. The Foundation installed them in Crosswell a while back. They should provide a sufficient coverage for the state's airspace.
That's impressive. Better to be safe than sorry, right?
Alright, now on to the actual next clue, which is...
Alright, we're back at the IBC. So the final one is downstairs. However, I need to check something. Here we are. Almost forgot that. Alright, so our final trunk is here. There it is, the final trunk.
In the soaring tower, descend from the summit of 16 by 21 steps and go to the vista of otherworldly windows. If you descend from the 16th floor of the IBC building to the 5th basement floor, there is a difference of 21 floors total. Then the vista of otherworldly windows that must refer to these terminal monitors that track data from the orbital network.
This is the only place that makes sense. Let's take a look inside.
This is Belle's favorite doll, Alice.
There isn't a card on the back like usual. This must be the end of our scavenger hunt. That's the end of that then.
That was exhausting.
Huh? What's up? Is something wrong? There's an alert indicating some new orbital mail came in. Wait, is that the mistress's doll? Yeah, it was sitting right here. How'd you guys not see it?
I am more concerned about the timing of that orbital mail. May I take a look?
Go ahead, but the way you say that sounds ominous.
That's because it is.
What's going on, Tio?
The sender is Phantom Thief B. What?
Phantom Thief B? You've got to be kidding. Where in the world could he have sent that from? Would you mind opening it, Tio?
Roger.
From Phantom Thief B. Subject? To the lovely ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section. First, allow me to express my gratitude for having entertained me thus far. Next, my sincerest apologies to the doll's owner, Miss Mariabell Croyce, and their creator, Meister George, for my being oh so impolite. However, rest assured that I took the utmost care to not damage these beautiful works of art while they were in my care. Now I will be excusing myself from these lands before long. Thank you again, and farewell, Special Support Section. Enforcer number 10 of the Society of Ouroboros, the Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, looks forward to your continued growth and prays to the goddess grant you luck. P.S. This orbital mail will be automatically deleted and be impossible to be saved or traced. Phantom Thief B. Wait, what? Is he serious? He's resourceful, I'll give him that. Who'd have thought that everyone's favorite Phantom Thief was actually an enforcer for Ouroboros?
That's right. He hinted at being friends with Ren before, didn't he? Tio, is it really impossible to track where that mail came from?
Yeah, surely there must be some sort of clue we can glean from it.
I have been trying, but it has not been going well. The mail source data started deleting itself the second we opened it. Fortunately, it has not affected the terminals. However, recovery is likely impossible.
Well, shoot, Burglar Boy really did cover all of his bases. Seeing all this reminds me, we also know diddly squat about the hacker that trapped us in the geofront yesterday.
Good point. Whoever was responsible has a vast amount of technology at their disposal, and they know how to use it.
I'm not sure I fully get what's happening right now. Clay, we have to verify that this breach didn't have an impact on any of our data. Oh yeah, he could have left a virus on our system. Sorry guys, we'll need to get back to work. Well, at the end of the day, we did manage to recover all the Rosenberg dolls. Let's go return them to Mariabell.
I agree.